Greetings, Earth Angelics of the new Earth. Spread your wings and fly high, beloved beings of light. Don't let me stop you. Aho. What a day, what a life, what a way. The Tao is with us now. Gaia is with us now, and Shakti is definitely with us now. We had many waves of higher dimensional light coming into the field today, which many of us felt through these crown activations, deep into the crystal palace, and at the top of the head deep into the upper dantian, at the center of the brain, pulsing, rising up, ascending. We had 150 M1.5 or greater earthquakes, most of these again around the ring of fire of the Lemurian energy, the most powerful this morning in Indonesia. At 4:09 UTC, we had a 6.9, the most powerful of the day, close to the equator, 6.67 degrees south of the equator, 123.493 longitude, 220.2 kilometers from Cota-Robles in the Banda Sea, and very deep, 627 kilometers, so we felt that deep within the heart center today with these heart activations, palpitations, and higher heart activations. We had a powerful 4.1, 101 kilometers depth in Sacred Portal in Chile, South America, in the Sacred Andes Mountains, 556 UTC, and then we had the trinity of earthquakes in California, 3.6, 3.1, and another 3.1 within a couple hours of each other. And then in the portal in Iran, 4.1, and then just south of Fiji Island, right on the Tropic of Capricorn, 4.2. So that might have been felt in the lower dantian, in the belly, in the cauldron. And then again up in Alaska, in the crown, Sandpoint, 3.9. Alaska Peninsula, 3.2. And then again this evening in Indonesia, 5.5. And then again today in Uzbekistan, where the trinity of the sacred mountains meet, the meeting ground, the crystal chambers of the immortals, where Tian Shan, Kunlun, and the Himalayan mountains merge together, this most sacred portal. The 4.0 activation, 4D fully activated, 5D is shining through, going through and through and through. We also had in Detroit Beach, Michigan, 3.2, which looks like it's right on the coast of Lake Erie, which is not too far from where I'm anchoring my light right now. Lake Erie is a very powerful portal. We see ships flying in and out of there all the time. And we also had a 4.4 off the coast of Mexico, close to Central America. The 4.4 code. Again, the Lemurian energy, the ring of fire, the fire in the heart, the fire in the belly, the fire in the mind, as we're waking up from the simulated reality into living a path with heart, awakening all in our most sacred and holy wake. Today, our first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Laura Pleiadian, the magnetic frequencies of your heart. The sun, the earth, the magnetic frequencies that hold things as they are rearranging themselves. You, your life, from its center, your heart, is being rearranged. Through a magnifying glass effect, the sun and the spiritual sun's center and light are sending out new and intensified impulses, these magnetic and electrical charges that hold within their force new codes as information commands are being received. The electrical frequencies and the magnetic impulses within your heart and center respond to these magnetic light impulses from the sun and the spiritual sun center. In a vacuum held as a specific space-time continuum of frequency light impulses, all that holds things as they are receiving new commands, causing restructuring. These specific electrically charged impulses are shifting the space-time continuum and the arrangement of itself as light responsive information You, through your heart, are receiving these rays of spiritual sunlight frequency as information, new commands. Your heart is responding as it is surrounded and bathed in these intense golden light frequency commands through love, bathing you in this intensity of love now. Its penetrating force of creation opens and expands you. To all this throughout the universe responds. Feel this love bathe all of you, as all is surrounded, bathed in this transformative power of cause, light, grace now. Focusing on your heart, your center, feel this powerful golden light bathing you in pure intensified love. In this I hold you, surround you as this pure love, activating you, your transformation response. As the impassive cause creation through golden light, glorified love, I am with you now. From the new divinehumanity.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Councill. It is only in quietude and stillness, and when the mind is silenced, that we can truly hear. It is when the heart connects deeply to the soul, and the at-one with the divine source, that guidance comes. It is the inner guidance which we need to tune into and listen and heed now, and not to the outside noise and distractions. Immensely powerful energies are being released, freeing us of the 3D forever. The navigational tools lie within you, your heart and soul, and the infinite source within you. We are stepping ever higher into our divine higher soul self and co-creatorship with the divine. We are going through intense transmutation and transfiguration, a whole new world and total new creation. We are the pioneers. We are the golden ones. We are the new golden age. From judithcouncill.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Lisa Marie Wright. Many in final stages of embodiment, final birthing pains can be deeply painful. Breathe, feel it, and release that which no longer serves. We will soon forget how challenging and painful this whole process was as we eternally enjoy our whole new reality. Once fully healed, pure love, and unity conscious will be crystallined into our DNA, eternally healed, Crystalined. And today from Soother of Souls, Gregory, beloveds, we are being asked in these now moments and every moment henceforth to allow ourselves the divine privilege of acting from a place of unconditional love rather than to react from a place of one's old, outdated ego's points of reference as to the individual's perspective, judgmental memory acquisitions. For it is within the act of progressing through this that we each learn in our own individual ways to not be affected, to no longer be afflicted by the drama of others. We each learn to not take on the low vibes being sent in our direction. We do, in fact, begin to learn that it is not up to us to force our individual nor our collective wills and or our beliefs on anyone. We all have been blessed by Creator with the gift of free will, the free will to pick and choose which level of vibrational consciousness we are individually resonating at within every moment of every day. This is a huge lesson for a soul to remember to call back, to return, to retreat lovingly back into the individual sacred sanctuaries of self, to relearn, to remember, to bring back into this present reincarnation as to where and who each of us truly resonate from within our ancient sanctuaries of our individual past reincarnations of this earth, as well as our other galactic origins. I leave you all within the love and light of all that is beloved. Blissful blessings to each and every one of you, magnificently luminant souls. I love you all as I love myself unconditionally. Om Shanti Om. Gregory. And from Ascension Energies, Martina, from Alchemy by Martina. The world is riding one massive wave right now. Holding on to old realities and timelines is pointless. The shifts are happening on a daily basis, and we are forced to surrender and let go of who we were even a day ago, embracing the uncertainty while staying strong in our power and awareness. The surrender to the divine and feeling of a pure connection to it overrides any other spiritual teachings I feel. Only in the moments of complete trust in the power of the divine essence that permeates everything, we find out how intricately it's all linked. learning to surf the unknown waters without fully remembering the training we underwent. That's how it feels. Bit by bit, the remembering comes, and with it all the wisdom, guidance becomes clearer, and personal, hologram less distorted, letting go of places, people, versions, illusions, and visions of yourself, ideas created by the ego or conditioning, and being fully present with the wave. What a journey. Feels like a wild cosmic trip more and more because it actually is. And today from the Archangelic Calendar, Gaia is in the element of spirit and is in a contemplation place. While significant changes happen on her behalf, the changes are undeniable as we enter a new world of multiple cooperative and active timelines. Shedding some light on why posts 2 years ago to the date come true with pinpoint accuracy, there is a technological time traveling. It is not a fully functional technology and has parameters that can only set years into the future but cannot change the micro day. It is also abundantly clear where this technology originated, as this design flaw is specific to a faction of the Greys. We also realize that whoever made this deal did not know what the parameters of the agreement were. 3D news, the floods of China are on purpose. There is no need for the CCP to pretend otherwise. The massive population of China has always been a burden to the powers running the country. This plan was a knee-jerk reaction to the loss of control and the people's will to be free. Taking care of the earth is not a political issue. In the same way you take care of your residence and its matters, one should take care of one's macro home. We have sworn to protect this planet, and for too long the sickest among us have decided her fate. No one on the side of divinity approves of fracking, pipelines, or any other careless removal and manipulation of Earth's resources. The Legion hold no politics over the goal of protecting conscious life. There are safe ways to use Earth's resources, but it will require a shift in mentality. The UFO activity in Minnesota is directly reply for the local up-and-coming lightworkers' cry for help. Many of our future legions are buried deep within this chaos, but support comes in from all angles. It is so pivotal to have local lightworkers operating their stations with great diligence. The lightworkers stationed in such a manner for a reason, and it takes us back to the stereotype that lightworkers have received as being aloof on their tasks. Our legions do not know this work ethic, but it is pivotal that we are shining examples of what we can achieve with focus. Legion news and 5D news, we must rethink what life truly is. There is a gas cloud with a heartbeat and a conscious thought approaching our section of the galaxy. The cloud is not as unusual as it sounds, and you can compare it to a bacteria, mold, algae, etc., and other not so apparent sentient life. I can take this one step further and say that even though these seem like two-dimensional organisms, they can project images on many dimensions for communication purposes. Mold and bacteria are responsible for many hauntings. It is good practice to open friendly communication with such beings. They are very receptive when approaching them with respect for its intelligence. The new quasar is forming in our night skies from the heart and thoughts of the pure at heart. The upgrades from a quasar are nothing like the energy that generally comes in from updates. This energy sweeps straightforwardly. There is no way not to notice this event when it happens because it is so immense that it is cinematic. We made contact with the Pleiadian clan from way further into the future than our regular Pleiadian friends. These Pleiadians are very different from the Pleiadians we are accustomed to, in that they are undoubtedly hybrids. This encounter was brief because after inquiry why we did not respond to them, they realized there was a kink in their chain and flew off in haste. The Legion ceaselessly pushed forward, led by the Archangel moral code. In this code we work only for the will of infinitely expanding Creator Source. We see ourselves as the answer to humanity's prayers, and we are divinity's soldiers. We are one with the legions of divine armies. We should always walk with a firm knowing of the truth and the right we have to administer such power. We are not prognosticating when we say that darkness will be exposed today, and through this we will have order throughout the chaos. On drastic contrary, we are performing these actions ourselves and are merely informing you of the plan. There is no guesswork in these statements. Ascension information. Ascension symptoms of the day include restless sleep, crazy dreams, visions, flashes of light, and stomach discomfort. The dream state has evolved and it is going to be more of a trippy experience for us. Stomach discomfort is a direct consequence of the instability of physical time perception. Random clicks in our ear indicate that pressure has changed and thus a timeline has fallen off. Our equilibrium helps us balance more than our physical bodies. This multidimensional tool can give us great insight into our cosmic balance. The notion of the light body as an evolved version of a light worker is misconstrued but not false. Remember that light projects and it is interpreted by an outside mind. We will not look much different from the perspective of the asleep. We will feel, act, and be changed, and our light bodies will be evident to those with an open third eye. Just remember that those not on a higher mind will not be capable of grasping this truth, because their eyes will not be accustomed to seeing such majesty, although this is not to say how obvious it will be for those with the eyes to see. And the tools for today's assignments are in the link in the description below. The assignments for today are: the legions are satisfied that planet Earth has chosen peace and freedom in their collective hearts, and this will manifest as we are in the swing of full transition. The plentiful waters of Egypt must return to the circumference of the land. The best modality to do so is by empowering the Nile. This river should always be flowing from south to north, even though it does not. We have currents deep within her moving water in the proper direction, but not the majority. Along with directing the water flow back north, we will encourage her to spread her wings and branch out. However she feels fit, she lacks the confidence to do so and nothing else. Be sure to take some time to bless the very sacred body of water before you leave. Certain malevolent elementals are trying to hijack souls as they reunite with infinitely expanding Creator Source. We cannot allow anyone to pervert the reincarnation process again. These beings look like shadows with teal eyes and hang around the Cygnus constellation, which is the grand center of reincarnation. They give a Nazgul from Lord of the Rings vibe and fall with sword and shield. To remove them via a portal, you must use a containment cube before bringing them back to infinitely expanding Creator Source. They are very shifty and should not be trusted. There have been many evil mass gatherings in the name of siphoning. These well-organized backyard parties are coordinated and scattered throughout the world. The witches of the woods administer 90% of these. They should be handled with a violet flame, announcement, and followed by sword and shield. The other 10% is the most effective, managed by various individuals, not necessarily affiliated with any larger order. Handle them both the same way. For the rest of the assignments, find that in the link in the description. There's a lot of codes for you to write down, so follow it in there, and that's from the archangelicalendar.com. Today from the Nyingma Masters of Tibetan Buddhism. All of the teachings of Buddha are of one taste, one way, all leading to the truth, all arriving at the truth. Although there are different vehicles, they neither contradict each other nor reject the basis of each other. The things that are fully made clear in the lower vehicles are neither changed nor rejected by the higher vehicles, but accepted as they are. The points that are not made clearly in the lower vehicles are made clear in the higher vehicles, but the basic structure is not changed, and none of the points that are already clear are contradicted. Therefore, different vehicles and traditions do not go in different directions, and they do not arrive at different conclusions. From Rongzum Chokyi Zangpo, and from the Dzogchen Times, Kin 145, Red Lunar Serpent. Lunar is the name for the number 2, and its keywords are polarize, challenge, and stabilize. The second day of any wave spell is all about identifying what stands in your way. The first day sets the agenda, and the second day looks at which obstacles need removing before any progress can be made. As John Lennon said, there are no problems, only solutions. Consider what prevents you from moving forward and sort it out. Today is Red Serpent, and it represents life force, instinct, and survival. The serpent is a very sensual and sensitive creature, aware of every little movement in the vicinity. Serpent teaches us to use our senses and pay attention to what is going on As it is a lunar day, you can use your senses to understand what issues in your life need addressing. Sometimes we over-intellectualize problems instead of using the senses we have. Be still, be aware, and like a serpent strike out when the moment is right. And today, from Divine Sister of the Light Christina Papagiorgio, read Lunar Serpent, Kin 145, 21 August 2020, Stabilizing Life Force. 21/8/2020 equal 21/8/22 equal 384 equal 33 equal 6. 21 Crown of the Magi, victory over challenges. 3 Holy Trinity, joy, creativity. 8 Abundance, infinity, source flow. 4 Form, structure, foundation, earth. 6 Heaven, Christ, harmony, family. Kin 145 equal 10, manifestation, leadership code. A powerful day to overcome your challenges and arise victorious. Day 2 in the yellow seed wave spell of flowering, new beginnings, ripening, opening to more light and blossoming into your highest potential. Today we are responding to the earth's impulses in order to ground more vitality and life force into our physical vessel and creations. Tone of creation, lunar, tone 2 in the physical realm. The lunar tone represents the sacred twins, cooperation, relationship, polarity of male and female, and duality. Its action polarizes, power challenges, essence stabilizing. Yesterday we magnetized and attracted spiritual energy, and today we anchor that energy in our physical bodies and the body of Gaia. The lunar tone may also reveal challenges in order to recognize and release anything stopping us from expanding into our greatest potential and fully claiming our life force. The lunar tone will reveal any resistance or opposing forces that have been draining your life force and your health, anything that has been keeping you stuck and unable to grow or hold more light in your body, mind, and consciousness. Today we can anchor this polarizing energy into the physical plane and charge our life force, vitality, and passion. Mother Gaia also reveals the earth medicine, the plants and herbs providing the natural apothecary to heal anything that ails us. The cure to every condition already exists. We just need the awareness to discover it. Tune in and listen for the synchronicities that show us the path to grow towards the greatest light. We are one with Mother Gaia. Her body is our collective body, and so we need to tune in and listen to the messages she is sending us, feeling the energy that is fed to us directly from the earth, directly from where our 2 feet are standing. We can utilize this powerful energy to balance, heal, and replenish our vitality and life force, grounding and connecting to Gaia, allowing her pulses through her heartbeat to flow through our physical vessels, with our 2 feet firmly planted on the ground, anchoring to the strongest medicine in our world, the love and nurturance of our Earth Mother. Mother knows best. Planetary service, we are also seeking to heal and balance the Kundalini forces of Gaia today, through her planetary chakra points and sacred sites, harmonizing her yang, plumed serpent Quetzalcoatl, masculine line, and yin, rainbow serpent, feminine ley lines that encircle the earth, meeting and parting as they perform their sensual dance of the 2 serpents, embracing as one at each union. Lake Titicaca and Bali, the planetary purification center. The lunar tone seeks to stabilize these polarizing forces of Gaia, bringing greater harmony to our planet. Visualize the smooth and sensual connection of our 2 planetary serpents, bringing their much-needed combined harmonic energies through greater vitality and sustained life force, pulsing through Gaia's meridians and planetary body, infusing the land with healing frequencies. It is done. So, beloveds, may we receive great healing for our physical vessels today as we stand barefoot upon our great Earth Mother, Nova Gaia. Today's question is, how can I ground more life force and vitality in order to heal my physical body and that of Gaia? Divine blessings for the stabilization and healing of any polarizing forces today. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 145, Red Lunar Serpent. The mantra, the code for today is, I polarize in order to survive. Stabilizing instinct, I seal the store of life force with the lunar tone of challenge. I am guided. by the power of navigation. And beloved beings of light, with this great power of navigation and sight and intuition, let us know in the comments below what you are feeling, what you're seeing, your experiences, your dreams, your visions, your synchronicities. And thank you everyone for your amazing, beautiful comments. They're getting better and better. We are here to bring hope to those that may be lost and to uplift all the spirits of every timeline and dimension. We're here to inspire, uplift, and activate every living being through our heart chakra, our heart center, middle dantian, the divine feminine energy rising up. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future uploads. As always, we have a link in the description below this video to the transcriptions, today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to thank everyone also for their support on Patreon. If you'd like to support my work and mission, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/primedisclosure. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, June, for your donation. I appreciate you, Sister, and everyone for your support and for transmitting your light and love and codes to myself and our teams of light workers and way showers all over this realm. Now today, the two images in the video were a new friend I met today. Beautiful, all-white German Shepherd. Her name is Echo. She was running circles around me by the river today. She got very excited about being in the water and was a very beautiful creature of the light. Today, I also went on several journeys into some sacred portals to do some energy work and activations. And last night, as I was connecting with the Great Eagle and the Council of Eight, I was starting to connect with them, but there's still much interference from the nefarious ones. So if you all could still keep transmitting the violet flame, the rainbow plasma waves, the sacred flame to the eagle and the condor. And also it's very critical that I myself, embodying the Shiva energy, transforming into the eagle, to get in contact with the Council of Eight. They were surrounding me last night, and then there was another interference pattern and a wall that was put up that blocked my full communication because I need to connect with them before I go on my final journey of the 3D transformation, which is the activation of the prophecy of the eagle flying with the condor, divine masculine with the divine feminine. So we know that divine masculine was virtually destroyed to a point, through torture, trauma, death, crucifixion, all these things to try to annihilate the love that's in the heart of man. And Magdalene, obviously divine feminine, they try to suppress and torture, traumatize that, but the Magdalene energy never left this planet. Now the Christos energy had to go into hiding or shift into an alternate timeline, alternate dimension. That, and a lot of the symbolism of the Christ return or the rapture is the return of Christ consciousness. And you could think of Christ as love or pure light, pure consciousness that is returning to this realm to activate the divine masculine within every vessel and the divine feminine reunion. Divine feminine is fully here, fully activated. The condor is flying high. The eagle is learning and growing and strengthening and healing. This is a great process. I'm going through it myself every day through the passion, the death, the resurrection, the ascension, that path of transformation and activation. So I do my best every day on this channel to transmit to all of you the processes that I'm going through, many of you are experiencing too. So this is a path of self-ascension, but also the reunion, the reuniting of Shakti and Shiva, the eagle and the condor. It is the Christos and the Magdalene energy coming back together to uplift all of humanity. The Hopi and the Mayas see this The Mayans saw this prophecy as the final prophecy of the old earth, the false ways of separation, suffering. So we see this as the resolution, the resurrection of pure consciousness into this field of awareness, this realm we call the earth realm. And we're going to see many things manifest out of this great prophecy. And I do see myself going on the journey soon to reunite with my soul star family, and I will have to travel through several portals that the gold dragons had opened for myself and our team. The first was in Portland in a bamboo forest, and then in the deserts of Mount Shasta, and then in the red rocks of Sedona. And there's 2 other portals that I've never been to that my guides and higher self are telling me I need to travel through to get to my final destination, which is in the northwest, in a sacred portal where the queen, the condor, and her family, and Mama Bear and Medicine Bear Woman are anchoring in the highest codes. And this powerful soul star family, I call my Elven Venusian La Familia of Light, that I'm one with in the 12D, the 12th dimension, but that is symbolic. It is the dimension or the energy, the frequency closest to source, to that still white magnetic light at the center, the great mystery. And the condor has been coming to me since I was a child in visions, dreams, meditation, and knowing that she was the elven queen. And that's symbolic also, obviously, in the dimensions closest to source. We can manifest any body, any physical form. The elven was my family's highest resonance. It brought us the greatest joy and bliss, the great beauty of it, of that manifestation. So that's what I'm seeing through the visions now and being fully activated on this great mission. But it is very challenging, beloved beings of light, because there's many nefarious entities, beings that do not want this to happen. But like I tell all of you and my friends, families, and my angelics, that nothing is stopping me and nothing is stopping us. Not even death can stop us, because there is no death. That is just a doorway to the higher realms, or to the other side, we call it, the other shore. Gate, para samgate, bodhisvaha. To the other shore, through the storm. We're in the eye of the storm, traveling through the eye of the needle. Compression breakthrough, so that we clear all storms. We resolve all issues. We resolve all things in the infinite, pure awareness of the Buddha mind, our Christ consciousness, our oneness with Source Creator, so that we can tap into our genius, our full creative potential to manifest heaven on earth. We know what we have to do. We're fully activated, and we live from our heart and connect to all beings in all realms, all timelines, all dimensions, here now, through the I Am presence that's here in this body. And through this deepest connection, we connect directly to Source and every manifestation of Source through this great awakening. So keep walking your sacred path with heart, beloved beings of light, earth angelics. Spread your wings and rise high into the night, into the light, to transform, transmute, and transcend all that gets in our way, because the path is clear, the clear light of bliss is activated, and it is up to us to stand into our light, step into our glory, and shine our bright virtue into the night, to release all consciousness from all dark nights of the soul. The soul is freed from all bondage, and all chains are being released from the mind, from the body, and from the spirit, forevermore. With these freedom code activations, I transmit to all of you my highest light, my highest love, my highest codes. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu. Activating the pure land of the West, of Amitabha Buddha, of infinite light and infinite life. I love you all. Namaste.